Francis Ibitoye. Originally, I'm from Ekiti State, which is the Ikole Ekiti. But I live in Akure, and also I live in United States. So I'm a pastor of Christ Apostolic Church, Mirror of God, both in United States and both in Nigeria. Yes, nowadays some young ones, they love to go to church where they will be accommodated in the generation where we are. Yes, we are old church, still we accommodate the new system and the old system, but we still follow the protocol of the foundation of that church, which is Christ Apostolic Church.
Thank you so much. Now, to our real topic, we are having you as our guest on the platform Nigerians in Diaspora. Can you tell us your experience in Nigeria here before you actually traveled to the United States of America? Probably where you school, secondary school, primary school, and postgraduate if possible, if it's available.
Yes, I went to St. Thomas's Primary School in my hometown, Ikole Ekiti. Then when my father was transferred to Akure, then I continued the elementary school in St. James's Primary School in Okaro here in Akure. Then after I finished, I first went to CSC Grammar School, Akure, which is Christ Apostolic Church Grammar School. Then later my parents, they sent me to continue the secondary school in our hometown, Ibitoye High School, Ikole Ekiti. Then I I get an admission to University of Ibadan before I finally go to United States, and I finished my university education in the United States in Brooklyn, New York.
Were your parents clergymen or teachers? Because I heard you said your father was transferred to Akure.
Yes, my father was a clergyman. He was a pastor. I used to follow my father at that time. In our hometown, he was transferred to Akure here. He is a pastor in Christ Apostolic Church, Okeshegun, in that Okaro, where my other primary school was continuing. So he's one of the head of the pastor in CSC Okeshegun Akure at that time. He was even transferred to CSC Agege Lagos before his retirement.
So you never followed him?
No, we didn't follow them. So that time they take us and our parents, my mother and my other sibling, back home.
Okay. Sir, with your experience as a Nigerian living outside Nigeria, outside the country, was there any time you work in Nigeria before you travel?
Yes, initially when I left school, before I continued my education, I worked with my brother because my brother, which is same father, same mother, have an insurance company in Nigeria. So I worked with my brother in the department of claims department of that insurance for a while before I go further my education again.
So you left Nigeria precisely what you said?
Initially, we say I left Nigeria in 1980. So 1980 up till now, I'm still there, but I always come back to Nigeria, sometimes 2-3 times in a year. But since 1980 up to date, I was outside Nigeria.
Sir, when exactly did you set up your own church? Or are you just the pastor of CSC? Or you are a founder? Or overseer? Your own
personally, when they mention general overseer or whatever, with my own belief, I'm not talking about others. I believe Jesus Christ is the owner of his own church, which is general overseer. So, but I'm a minister. So I was in part of CAC. I'm in CAC from before I left Nigeria. So I joined another CAC in New York because I was living in New York for years before I relocated to Rhode Island. So in that Rhode Island, we were in one of churches which is CAC, Christ Apostolic Church. I'm not a politician, but we have to talk about where I stay. No government will come into a power. Some people will like their idea, and some people they will hate the idea. What I know and what I know in America, yes, the government, they are after those who are illegal alien. And what they mean by illegal, even though in diaspora they regard Nigeria, we are misusing the fund and the money of this country. If people can cooperate with the system of this country and they use the money, they utilize the money in the right way. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a politician. I'm not in the government. I'm talking personally now, not because of any other thing. Regarding the neighbors, they have good relationship before. They are doing things together before. I don't think they should impose something that will harm their relationship. That's my own personal opinion. Canadian, you can travel from US to Canada freely as soon as you have, even though with your driving license, as a citizen of America, you cross over, and Canada will cross over to the United States. It's like another country inside another country. So the relationship is so great, and Mexico and everything, they are very close before. But when this government now come and they begin to bring a tariff and some things that we harm or hurt other countries' economy, that might bring enemy to each other. Their friendship might not go the way it's supposed to go. Which I personally, I will be praying for those countries, for God to settle everything so that their friendship will continue. It's something that I don't normally get involved with, but I will go biblically. According to me, I don't condemn anyone. I did not condemn anyone. But according to the Bible, that I know, when God created heaven and earth and He created man, He created them male and female. When people are now choosing that male will marry another male or female will marry another female, that's not my own business. So if the government now say what we recognize, because there's a lot of things that is happening that it might not be exposed to people. I live there. In a public toilet, let me use that toilet, which we call bathroom. Before they have two, male toilet and female toilet. Now they will have transgender one, which means if you are now whatever is, you call yourself, you use the other bathroom. It will be so. I mean, as I mentioned, it's not my business. I'm a straight man, I'm a man, I'm not anything, I'm no against anyone. But if this government now say what I recognize is male or female, personally to me it's okay. If you are a male, we can go to the same bathroom and use this together. So how can you come? Let's say you are a female. I'm just saying my own opinion, I'm not condemning anybody, you can go viral anywhere. I'm not condemning anybody's transgender or whatever you want to become. But if you are a female, and you are acting like a male, and now I enter into a private where a male is supposed to use, because you believe you transgender yourself and you enter, I will feel uncomfortable. I will feel uncomfortable. I will be seeing you as a female, but now you prove yourself you are a male, which I know within myself you are a female. How can we stand in the same place and do things together? I won't feel so comfortable. But if that's what the government wants, I'm okay with them. Before the government change it to male or female, it have nothing to do with me. Because this government is not there at that time, they did it and they let it go. If they pick you, then you will go. But if you come legally or you are illegal before, but your status is now settled, and you never commit a crime, you never join anything. If I commit a crime, I'm not going to come home at this time because I will be afraid. If I'm going back, they will impound me. So you don't fear when you don't do anything wrong. So those who are committing crime, they will be afraid of running around. So if I'm a robber now, and they are looking for rubber among the community, I will hide myself. Personally, with Nigeria condition, we are very concerned, especially we that we are in diaspora, and it doesn't give us a strength to even say we are sending our children home, because the experience they have where we are, if they come here, it will devastate them. What I think the government can do, let's remember, youth, the young one, are the future of a nation. And if you lost any youth in your family, that family is gone. So youth will carry on. Those who led Nigeria in the past, if those who are there now, if they are not something at that time, they won't be in this position, because those people, they have gone. This government should think about the future of Nigeria. They should think about the future of the youth ones. They should create jobs. They should create a lot of things. Some money that they are spending on some other things that I believe is not supposed to. They create job, they create factory, and they will employ them. When I was young, when all our senior brother, especially my first brother in my family, when they went to England to study, the entire village have to see him off. Before he finishes school, the job is awaiting in Nigeria for him to come back. That's why he come back. When you go to school and there's no job for you, that's why you see a lot of 419. That's why you see all these boys, Yahoo, all these kind of things. I'm not supporting them, but if you are a Yahoo boy, let the government create something. It means they have a brain how to do some computer. Create job for them. Let them have money. Let them be able to pay good, and they will do exploit within the country. So let's look at Burkina Faso as an example. That young president that just came there, the first thing, he sent all those who are just spoiling the country, send them away. And he began to create job. Everybody is now happy. Let this government create job. We have mineral resources that they can tap into, and let them employ them. We have a great doctor. Many of them have left the country the way they are treating them. How can we fly to Nigeria? If you go to diaspora, a lot of Nigerians are heading some area because they know their value over there. We don't value our people. So that's why our people are not staying. Let the government help them out. Let them employ those who will advise them better. You know, I'm not the president. I'm not saying I want to become a president. I'm a minister of God. But the focus of this government, if I'm a government, there's a lot of things. All this money, billions of dollars, you are taking this. No, we can, we focus on the, number one, they're supposed to stop borrowing money from foreign countries. Any country continually borrowing money, they cannot exist. Stop borrowing money. The resources we have here can sustain Nigeria. What others people are receiving daily or monthly can even survive a village. So why do we have to make it ourselves? It's supposed to be, for all the future of our young ones. I pray God will help them. My advice to the young ones is this. You must set your goal. What do you want to become? How do you become it? When you set your goal, you learn your strategies. How did I become this? If you keep going with friends and they introduce something that is illegal to you, as soon as it's part of you, even though if you get a job, you're not going to be satisfied. Focus, go to school, finish your school. Even though if you don't have help, struggle to go to school. When you come out, your idea, be creative, learn something. If you learn something, a lot of people, maybe they read medical in school, and because they couldn't get a job, some become a mechanic, and now they go to overseas. They have their own job. They employ white people to work for them, and they are making the money. So do something. Don't be retarded on because I read this, I don't get the job, and you sit down. Look for some other area how you can make it. And I still pray, Nigeria is a great, even though in diaspora they regard Nigeria. We are misusing the fund and the money of this country. If people can cooperate, with the system of this country, and they use the money, they utilize the money in the right way.